Afternoon, everybody. This is Jeff from Muswaukie Valley Garage. Working on the S10 again. It's 2002, 2.2 liter. We have a problem with the engine idle. Came back from a little run on the freeway, and the engine idle will not go below 2100 RPM, which if you take your foot off the brake, it takes you up about 30 miles an hour. That's completely unacceptable. Okay. First thing to do is take and check all the hoses for cracks and wear. One place that really likes to take and act up is over in this well here. This is in the driver's side fender. This right here is the connection for the cabin air control, which is vacuum operated. Okay, that will go ahead and crack sometimes. Eric O from South Main Auto is a big fan of brake clean, and I am a fan of starting fluid. Starting fluid is very good for finding vacuum leaks, because when you hit the vacuum leak, it will calm the engine down. Okay, this area right here, okay, is where the intake manifold mounts into the cylinder head, and if you spray it down in there, if you have an intake manifold leak, it will take and calm the engine down. Okay, the normal engine RPM on a 2.2 liter for the year 2002 is approximately 960 RPM. It's a little bit higher, it's a little smaller engine. Smaller engines generally have a little bit higher idle speed. Okay, if you take and spray ether around there on the hoses and down in this area where the intake manifold gasket is, and you do not find the leak, there's only a limited number of things it could be. It is most probably this valve right here, which is the intake air controller. Okay, here is another throttle body. There is a well right here where the throttle body accepts the intake air control. There's kind of a cone-shaped plunger on the end of the idle air control. Okay, and it goes down into a well there, and it opens and closes in response to a signal from the engine control module. Okay, the normal position when you take that off should be the cone plunger against the body. If it's not, like this one here was not, it was extended when it was not powered, it's probably defective. Okay, it's available at AutoZone, but not a sponsor. It's about 40 bucks. Okay, really easy to change. However, I would suggest that you take Engine Clean and you take this part and just douse it, really take and clean it out. Make sure you get all these passages on the bottom here, which is where the idle air goes into the engine with the butterfly closed. Before you take and do that, make sure you take the throttle position sensor off, which is plastic. A lot of times engine bright will eat plastic. Okay, you don't want to destroy this. This expensive little thing's about 60 bucks. Okay, so if you got one problem, you don't need to compound it with another problem. Okay, so that should take care of your problem. Checking for vacuum leaks and the idle air control. And that's my bid for today. Okay, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.